Before we begin, did you know that your brain has hidden backdoors flaws in its own code that are being exploited right now to make you believe things that aren't true? Every time you fall down a rabbit hole watching a mystery video, get chills from a true ghost story, or feel a surge of conviction about a secret plot, you've likely just walked through one of these digital trapdoors. This isn't about intelligence, it's about architecture. Welcome to Method and Mystery. I'm your name, and today we're not exploring a historical secret, but the psychological ones. We're dissecting the very engine of misinformation, the logical fallacies. This is your mind's user manual. By the end of this investigation, you will see the invisible wires behind every online mystery, conspiracy, and viral truth, and you will never consume information the same way again. If you're ready to see the matrix of modern storytelling and protect yourself from manipulation, you need to hit subscribe right now. This single video will upgrade your mental firewall more than anything else online. Let's begin our case file. The logic traps. 5 fallacies that fuel online mysteries. Our journey starts with a fundamental, uncomfortable truth. The human mind is not a flawless logic processor. It's a story survival engine, optimized for speed, not accuracy. In our ancestral past, assuming a rustle in the grass was a predator, even if it was just the wind, was a safe bet, better a false positive than a fatal negative. This ingrained pattern-seeking and agency detection bias is the fertile soil where mysteries grow wild online, where algorithms feed us endless patterns and imply hidden agents. Today's first and most powerful trap exploits this directly. Confirmation bias. This is the king of all cognitive fallacies. The tendency to search for, interpret, favor, and recall information in a way that confirms or supports one's prior beliefs or values. Imagine it as a mental bouncer, letting in only the ideas that are on your guest list and turning away all others at the door. When you watch a video about, say, the mysterious disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle, your brain's bouncer is already primed for mystery. It ushers in every anecdote about a lost plane, every eerie coincidence, every piece of they don't want you to know narration. Meanwhile, it rejects the calm statistician at the door showing that the area has no higher incidence of loss than any other heavily trafficked shipping lane, or the Coast Guard report detailing mundane mechanical failures. The algorithm, knowing this bias, then serves you 10 more videos just like it, creating a personalized echo chamber of proof. The mystery isn't solved, it's curated. You are not investigating. You are collecting evidence for a verdict you've already unconsciously reached. This is why 2 people can look at the same set of moon landing photos. One sees proof of a monumental human achievement. The other sees studio lighting and flapping flags. They are not seeing different photos. They are running different filtering software. The trap isn't in the information, but in the PI filter, which leads us neatly into the second trap, the workhorse of conspiracy construction. Post HOC ergo propter HOC. This Latin phrase means after this. Therefore, because of this, it is the fallacy of assuming that if event Y follows event X, then X must have caused Y. Correlation is mistaken for causation. This is the lifeblood of viral mysteries. A series of tragic celebrity deaths occur in a short time frame. There's a Hollywood purge. A new technology is rolled out and a strange illness is reported. 5G is poisoning us. The key to this trap is narrative simplicity. It offers a clean, satisfying story of cause and effect in a complex, chaotic world. Our brains crave causal chains. Ambiguity is psychologically uncomfortable. So, when we see event A, a government policy, and then event B, a social change, we instinctively weave a thread between them, often ignoring the myriad of other variables C through Z that are the true drivers. Online mystery creators are masters of sequencing. They will show you declassified documents from the 1950s, then cut to modern phenomena, using music and editing to imply a direct, secret lineage. The connection feels visceral, but it's an illusion of editing, not evidence. This fallacy builds the timeline that turns random events into a sinister plot, but a timeline needs actors. This is where our third trap, perhaps the most emotionally manipulative, takes the stage, the strawman fallacy. This is the act of misrepresenting an opponent's argument to make it easier to attack. Instead of engaging with the actual, often complex and nuanced position, a person creates a distorted, exaggerated, or ridiculously simplified version of it, a straw man, and then triumphantly knocks it down. In the realm of online mysteries, the straw man is always the official story or mainstream science. It is presented not as the careful, evidence-based, peer-reviewed consensus it might be, but as a stupid, arrogant, easily dismantled caricature. A classic example. They want you to believe that ancient humans, with simple tools, built these massive pyramids all by themselves. How ridiculous. The speaker then offers their alternative theory: aliens, lost advanced civilizations. But the trick is, that's not what archaeologists actually believe. The official story involves sophisticated engineering knowledge, complex social organization, and decades of labor. It's not simple at all. By setting up a weak, fake version of the opposing view, the mystery peddler makes their own idea seem like the only reasonable alternative. This fallacy preys on our sense of intellectual rebellion. It makes you feel smart for seeing through the dumb story they are telling. It's a psychological shortcut to feeling enlightened, bypassing the hard work of actually understanding the nuanced reality. Now, imagine you've been caught by these first three traps. You're in the rabbit hole, seeing patterns, confirmation bias, connecting dots post-HOC, and beating up weak arguments straw man. You start to voice doubts. This is when the fourth trap snaps shut, designed to lock you in the community. The argument from authority, fallaciously applied. This is the misuse of an authority figure's status to lend credence to a claim, when that authority has no relevant expertise. A former military officer is cited as proof of UFO cover-ups, but his expertise is in aviation, not extraterrestrial physics or government transparency. A doctor with a degree speaks against vaccines, but she is a dermatologist, not an epidemiologist or virologist. The internet is a carnival of credentials taken out of context. This fallacy works because we are socially wired to defer to hierarchy and expertise. It's a good rule of thumb in a tribal setting, but online, it's weaponized. The title, Doctor, the uniform, the former government insider, these are aesthetic markers of credibility that short-circuit our deeper evaluation of the actual evidence being presented. It creates a shield. To question the claim feels like questioning the decorated hero or the brave whistleblower. It transforms a debate about facts into a perceived attack on a person's character or standing, solidifying group loyalty. Finally, we reach the master trap, the one that binds all the others together into an unshakable belief system. The Texas sharpshooter fallacy, named for the apocryphal marksman who fires a bullet at a barn wall, then paints a target bullseye around the hole. This fallacy involves cherry-picking data clusters to suit a theory, while ignoring the vast majority of data that doesn't fit. Every online mystery is a gallery of painted targets. The creator presents a handful of hits, the strange coincidences, the unexplained details, the cryptic quotes that perfectly align with their theory, the thousands of mundane facts, the simple explanations, the contradictory evidence. Those are the bullet holes scattered all over the rest of the barn, never shown to you. When examining the mystery of the Havana syndrome, for instance, a video might highlight a cluster of similar symptoms among diplomats in one city, implying a directed energy weapon. The Texas sharpshooter paints a tight target around that cluster. What it ignores is the broader pattern, reports of similar symptoms from dozens of other countries with different geopolitical contexts. The studies pointing to mass psychogenic illness or environmental factors. The lack of consistent physical evidence for a weapon. By focusing only on the hits, a perfect pattern is manufactured from noise. This fallacy is the final editing stage. It takes the raw, messy data of reality and curates it into a compelling, clean, and completely misleading narrative. So, what is the method to counter these mysteries? It's the practice of inversion. When you feel the pull of a compelling story, stop. In virtual search, actively look for evidence that disproves the claim, fighting confirmation bias. Demand mechanism. Not just sequence, ask how X could physically cause Y. Not just that Y came after X smashing post-HOC. Engage with the strongest version of the opposing argument, not the weakest caricature dismantling the straw man. Evaluate the evidence, not the credential. Ask what the data shows, not just who is showing it, neutralizing false authority. And finally, look at the whole barn wall. Actively seek out the data that doesn't fit the neat target, exposing the Texas sharpshooter. This is why method and mystery exists. We don't just present mysteries. We reveal the machinery that makes them feel real. We give you the tools to become your own investigator, to separate the signal from the noise. If this clicked for you, if you see now how easily we're all manipulated by the very stories we find compelling, then your next click is the most important one. Hit that subscribe button. By subscribing, you're not just watching videos. You're joining a community dedicated to clearing the fog, You're telling the algorithm you want more content that empowers you, not just entertains you. Click the bell because next week, we apply this entire toolkit to a single massive viral mystery, the Denver International Airport conspiracy. We'll walk through the murals, the symbolism, the strange artifacts, and use the very fallacies we just learned to see what's really buried beneath the runways. You will never look at an airport the same way again. The greatest mystery isn't out there in the world. It's understanding how your own mind can be convinced the mystery is real. Stay curious, but demand evidence. This has been Method and Mystery. This is the core toolkit of intellectual self-defense.